Express each of the following with positive indices. So we have x to the negative 3. Now we're just going to follow the index law here. A to the negative n is 1 over a to the n. And we can write this as 1 over x cubed. And then, of course, the index is positive, which is what we're after. Now with this one, the index on the n squared is already positive. So the 2 will stay on the top, the n squared will stay on the top, and then using the index law, we can have m to the power 4 on the bottom. Now, with this one here, note the negative is on the bottom. Well, it follows from this that if this one down here becomes negative, this one up here becomes positive. So we can just write this one as just 4a cubed. Note the 4 is not the thing with the index on it, so it doesn't change from top to bottom unless we had a 4 to the negative 1. This is really important to remember. Now with this one, let's simplify first. So we've got a squared multiplied by b to the negative 3 multiplied by a to the negative 5 multiplied by b, which remember is b to the 1. Now using the first index law, looking at the a's, add the powers. 2 add negative 5 is negative 3. Do the same with the b's, and that will be b to the negative 2. So that means both of them need to go to the bottom, and we'll have a cubed and b squared on the bottom. Now consider this one. The effect of this index law, let's just return it to its original form, so a to the negative n is 1 over a to the n, is that if this is a fraction, it turns it upside down. So if we have something of the form m over n to the negative p or something, that's the same as having n over m to the p. It's not that difficult to think about. Just think that if a was a fraction, then we end up dividing by the fraction, and you turn upside down and multiply. So with this negative 2, I'm going to do that straight away. I'm going to go n to the negative 2 over 2m cubed, and now that's to the power 2. We've used the negative in turning the fraction upside down. We can now apply the law that when we've got ab to the n, that's equal to a to the n, b to the n, and its partner law, a over b to the n, is a to the n over b to the n. So on the top, we're just going to get n to the negative 2 squared. On the bottom, that's where this comes in, we're going to have 2 squared and m cubed squared. So that's n to the negative 4 over 4m to the power 6. And now all that needs to happen using this is the n needs to come to the bottom, so we're going to have 1 over 4m to the 6 n to the power 4. Now with this one, we've got 4c to the negative 2 and d cubed on the top, and on the bottom we're going to have 2 to the negative 3 c to the negative 3. Now the 2 to the negative 3, well, that's going to be 1 over 2 cubed, so that will be 1 over 8, and of course that's on the bottom, so the 8 will come to the top like so. Now c to the negative 2 divided by c to the negative 3, subtract the indices, would be c to the 1. So between these two c's, we're going to end up with just a c to the 1 on the top. Then we've got the d cubed up here. And actually nothing at all is left on the bottom now. We've dealt with the 2 to the negative 3, we've dealt with the c to the negative 3. So we get 32 c d cubed